Steven Doherty. I'm chef proprietor of the First Floor Cafe in Windermere with Lakeland. I'm also a consultant chef and do various projects around the country. And at the moment I'm working on a project at Askham Hall here just outside Penrith. So I went to Southport College, did 2 years there, really loved it, and went to London when I was 18, and I started the Savoy Hotel under the illustrious Silvano Trompetto, who is no longer with us. He was an inspiration. If you got a good morning out of him, you knew you were in his good books. And while I was there, I met a young lad who was cooking at the Waterside Inn. I said, I fancy working for the Roux brothers, and he said, well, write him a letter. I said, no, I'll never get a job. He says, write him a letter. So I did. I got an interview, and I started at the Gavroche in September of 1978. Stayed with the Roux for almost 14 years in various guises. Started off as the most junior body in the kitchen at Gavroche, made it up to sous chef, then head chef, and then I became group executive chef for Albert. Then I became his consultant chef on various projects in Europe. And then 21 years ago I decided to leave the rat race in London and move up here to sunny Cumbria. And I met Charlie Lowther, who's the last son of the previous Lord Lonsdale. And I spent 6 months in his pub, the George and Dragon, which is the sister business to Askham Hall, and held that put on his feet, won a couple of major accolades when I was in there. And then Charles asked me would I get Askham Hall off the ground, so I said sure. So I planned the kitchens, planned the initial menus, we found the 2 young chefs who were working over in the main hall, and I set up the function room and the cafe, which is where we're sat today, and amazing success. Weddings 2014 sold out, 2015 sold out, and we're already halfway sold out for 2016. I think part of that is the iconic nature of the business, but I have to say we're knocking out fabulous food for these weddings. So that's what brings me here to Askham at the moment. People talk about seasonality now, but I've been cooking seasonally for the last 35 years. I mean, any chef worth his salt would be cooking seasonally. We get amazing rhubarb in the springtime. You've seen the polytunnels. We've got all kinds of self-sustainable in salads through the summertime. This year we've gone right until the end of November on salads and herbs, which is wonderful. So it's wonderful. It's really crucial. Yeah. So the scone recipe, I tried it once with the Meadowland product, and it worked. I've never had to retrial it. We use it here at Askham Hall, at the First Floor Cafe in Windermere. We're doing 120 scones a day with very discerning people who are after a cracking scone. So if we had a problem, we certainly know about it. But Meadowland is absolutely perfect for that particular recipe. I still enjoy cooking. I'm 57 years old in January. Too old to do a regular service. I mean, we all know that. It's a young man's game. But I still enjoy doing, the function side here, which is great. We're just doing like one service for a couple of hours, that's fine. And we have a couple of days doing the prep with my assistant Claire. So I still get a great buzz and satisfaction out of that.